Now let's see if these things work. Oh, it does not look like it's working anymore. Hey Jargon, welcome. How you doing? I don't know what's wrong with my chat right now, so we may have to just throw Twitch chat in there for now. If it's not going to stick for some reason. Still no chat. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I'm using Restream. Yep. Anything, it's not like it's something that's new. That's the only thing that bothers me. If it was new, I would understand. Oh. I'm not completely illiterate to how these things work. You got chopped and she just sucks. Chap is able to display. Yeah, I have that message too when I use the other. It says it is, but it doesn't actually display the chat, which is weird. Like this, yeah, this one's here. It says chat is ready to display messages, but it doesn't display the. Yeah, Joy. If you want to apply for a Sophist, yeah, we can let you. Basically, it's. If you can do rushes, you can join Sophers. If you can't rush, I gotta ask if there's room in the other guild, the Tofu. If there's room in there, they're G1 non-rush. So, yeah, there's probably room. I don't know. I gotta speak to guild leaders. Free removal is gonna be... Oh, why is this... Okay, let's just... I can't do this. So, let's just throw in... stream elements chat in here for now. Sorry, you two people. I'll still see your messages. Just won't be on stream today until I figure this out. Chat. Bot. Chat commands. No. Dashboard overlays. Overlays, right? Chat overlays. Can you help? Doing TOA hard 100. Do you have Spectra and Mav? Spectra, Mav, Vero is pretty standard for it. Beretta's either Spectra or Hua. I prefer Spectra, but I think Hua does just as good of a job. There is some R&D based on there for TOA 100. You basically need to get the right set of bosses. Blue boss, if the boss holds blue, you can, it's a little bit longer, but if you can cycle through it long enough. How's the snow? We got about 6 inches yesterday. Like I said, yesterday, we didn't get any more today, so that's pretty good about the snow. But yeah, back to tier 100. Spectra, like again, Spectra Mav Beretta should allow you to cycle through enough turns. If the boss is blue, the boss has a lot more defense. Because the blue one hold more, it's slower. You won't be able to do as much like nuke damage through it, but you can grind your way through it. Red counterattack, so if you let the red one through, it's kind of hard to cycle through your attacks unless you have attack break. The green one, I think the green one you just can't cycle through. You have to just let the green one, if it holds green, you just, unless it's stunned, you can't do anything about it. If it's stunned, you can permanently cycle through on the stunned ones. Blue one's less dangerous. Green one, again, only during that one period when it's stunned. If you keep it stun locked between Spectra, Beretta, Mav, and maybe Renoir. 2A hard 87. Use Garrow. I've been told Garrow pretty much solos that stage. That's the two Chromas and Zeros. Garrow on any decent set of runes will be able to just solo it. You don't have a Garrow. Even a 4-star Garrow will be able to do it. It doesn't have to be, you know, if you just have a red ninja, it doesn't have to be awakened. I think it has to be awakened because the passive doesn't come until it's awakened. If you have, like, it doesn't need to have good runes, just has to have, like, you know, decent speed on there, about 100 speed. Doesn't need anything else. Doesn't need any HP, doesn't need any attack. The only other way I could think about doing TOA hard 87 is to tank it out. To tank it out, you probably need double healers and defense buff. So double healers would be like Chasun and Mihail or Emma. Even then, I think it's kind of risky, but that's probably your best way. If you go double heal revive is like chicken shit to do it. That's what I do because I'm lazy. I hit Arnold. I use Brienne, Chasun, Annabelle, Vero, Beretta. I think I used, and Beretta, Vero is just for the earlier stages to stun it out. The last stage, it's just the defense between revive and double healing. You will just restream is ready to display messages. You lie. Wait, is it lying? Okay, there we go. We fixed it. I have no idea how I fixed it. Someone else talk in chat. I want to make sure other chats are coming in, not just mine. But I think it should be everything now. But yeah, TOA hard 87. It's there we go. All this, everything just popped up all at once. Full tank of Zeros resetting it. That's why you have Mav there. If you could bring Mav, Mav is also pretty good for that since Mav can't get reset. If Zeros resets everything, Mav can reduce the cooldowns on them. I find it a little risky. I agree with it. Beretta, Mav, Basalt, Chasun, Brienne. Yeah, something like that. That's double healing and defense buff. I hear Basalt's awesome. I don't have Basalt, so I was never able to do that. But yeah, Basalt, just the defense. Basalt defense buff, minor healing, provoke. Provoke doesn't help on the Chromas. But yeah, the other thing, like I said, Garrow is really the thing. Garrow is just cheat codes. Cheat codes to a lot of things on TOA. Because Chromas don't multi-hit. So, even if it's just Garrow versus the two Chromas, they just keep hitting him, keep pushing his attack bar up enough, and then you just cut in and get that life with. I don't have Basalt either. I understand that it's a struggle right now with that Basalt. People always say how good he is. I've been on other people's accounts. Garrow needs a +1. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be any specific set. It could be Swift. He could be anything. Just slot on. Maybe that. Like I'm not sure if +100 is what you need. I would just go for that at that point. Garrow is Fire Ninja. No Kabila. No Kabila. Still no Kabila. No Basalt. No Zinc. No. What's the other one that I want? Zinc. Basalt. Mentora. Like LD Nat 3s I don't have. I have the werewolves though. Dark werewolves and Chandra. Chandra helps a lot too, right? The counterattack. But yeah, I still don't have key LD Nat 3s. They're not key. They're I don't want to say they're key units, but they're units that I would at least build if I got them. Like I would instantly build Zinc. I would instantly build Mentora. I don't know if they're actually useful for me anymore, but there was a time in my Summoner's War career where those were like really wanted a really helpful unit to what I was, you know. Mentora would have helped for when I was doing Amir comps. Um, that died really quickly because I don't have Amir and nothing else really worked with it. And I kept on seeing other people use Amir and do like 50k damage with really crappy runes. How do you build Garo? For TOA 100, just for TOA 87, just give it some speed. Speed, crit damage, attack is ideal, but I think for TOA 100 it shouldn't make a difference. Yeah, PvP, like I said, Mentora is supposed to be for a lot of fun. Zinc is it. But for Garo, for your situation, I think ideally you just want to go. You probably, like, if you're going early game, you probably want to go some HP on there. You just want to make sure that he survives to the boss stage. Because the first two stages, I don't know what the other two stages are, but it's the normal stun lock. You know, you just keep it stunned, and Garo shouldn't take a hit. But if he does, it shouldn't die anyway. But yeah, just give him speed because you just want him to make sure that every time he gets that 50% attack bonus when he dies, that he's able to cut in before the next Chroma moves. That's what you really want with it. But I had people show me that they were doing it with a level 1 4-star Garo. If I had one, I would probably do that too, just to show that it can work. I just don't have, I mean, my Garo is ruined up really well, so I don't think it would really show the issue of how it works too well. Because I actually use my Garo I use my Garo everywhere. I love Garo. Uh, 20 more minutes to Siege. Really want Siege to open because we gotta do the Guild Wars too, but I just want to show Siege what my issue is with me right now. I still have 15 swords, or 15 units used, which is good. But this is not good. Fail, fail, fail. So I have 3 fails. That's really 2 fails. Because one of these was a 1-star, or one arena solo that failed. And this was a two monster that failed. So it's really 2 failed attacks. It looks like 3. It is 3 failed attacks, but it was just 6 monsters used. Or no, 3 monsters used for those 2 fights. So the 3 losses are 6 monsters. I need to catch up. To catch up, I have to 2v3 stuff. And like I said, we want to hit Jewbagels as much as we can. Oh! This looks easy. This is double Beast Monks. What does Raoul do? What does Shazam do? Glancing. Defense break, right? Crushes defense. Okay. And heal. Half the guild hasn't used, but there's still more time to do it. So some people do save it for the beginning of the next fight because you don't want everyone using all their attacks all at once because then you can't counter afterwards. But yes, you want most of your swords used. You don't want to fall too far behind. It irks me a lot when people don't use their swords. I don't care if people use their swords and fail. People use their swords and fail. That's perfectly fine. No, that's not perfectly. It's okay if you try, you failed, you just lost because Theo violent proc 8 times. That happens. You lose because of that, fine. You lose because you underestimated the team and Orion outsped you and Orion stripped the perfect thing and happened. Fine. I lose a lot of fights too. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I've screwed up tons of my fights. You see right there, I just showed I lost 2 fights there. But, you know, as long as you're using your swords, that's really what's the point. I overthink things all the time. It's things that looks like, it looks like, right here. That this Jewbagel attack right here, I'm probably going to 2-man this. It is probably a dumb idea. I'm going to 2-man it. Right? This is the team I'm bringing Camilla and Annabelle to. Wait, actually, can we kill Chandra fast enough? Because they have double heals. Maybe we can't 2-man this. The most random defense works best. I agree random defenses work best. My best defenses are... Like, let me show you my Guild War defense now. This defense somehow works really well. Like, the second defense here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That defense got 20 wins this week already. Granted, they're not all like high-level guilds. But look, Childish hit it. Does Gyro work in DB10? Yeah. Well, he doesn't make it 100%. The Juno one Childish, yeah. Actually, yeah, let's watch that. Hold on. Childish. Because this was my, this Childish hit my AD. And I wanted to show that on stream too. Just because I like watching my defense in action. So, yeah, let's pull this up. How do we... Alright. Hold on, let's get some farming in there first before... Wrong way. How fast is Triton? Triton's about like 220 speed. He's faster than Annabelle. That's kind of the only thing that's important. Good enough. Right. Alright, so here's Childish hitting my defense. Let's get some sound on.
Oh my god, this is gonna be a little hard.
So Childish was doing like a little challenge here, so he's just using these 6 monsters for all the guild fights.
But the first team...
So he already pre-picked his team, so it was a little bit unfair for him going into my defense here, but still.
We just gotta go for Theomars. Once Theomars is gone, get wrecked, but it's... Think about it, we have so many harmful effects from all the...
So this is my first defense. This is my Juno, Sekhmet, Juno, Sassoon, Theo.
Oh, why you do nothing? What are you talking about, Genesis? I missed your message.
And...
That Kamoon, though.
So, yeah, stun Theo, that's fine, that happens. Hopped in door. Juno's there, stupid. Juno didn't strip all the buffs. So that kind of really sucked there. Juno also right there strips the buff and doesn't strip Sekhmet. That's not a big deal, but no stuns. That kind of sucks.
Break him. There's the break.
Attack break on there kind of sucks. Theo's does no damage. So we kind of lost right there because of that.
Slow your roll, Theo. I ain't having it.
And Theo didn't like violent fuck like crazy. So
we'll go ahead and take out
this defense. I think I need to change this defense. I think I changed it since this because
I might have to manual that Juno because she's just gonna be.
This defense just didn't work too well. It used to work. It used to work pretty well.
Such a pain.
It just hasn't done a good job recently. So
tell you what,
we will just. Juno's fine. It surprises some people, but I think it's better for RTA than for Guild War defense.
I know you guys are more mid to late game players, but if we do have any newer players out there,
the next one is more important when we see Garo actually do some work.
From the message that was sent to us 2 years ago from the one and the only Mr. Burian on that 7th episode of Educating Dom.
So Garo goes first. Garo does stupid damage to Helena. Doesn't make a difference.
Is because
defense break there is good.
His best runes on his best monsters. Too many people out there were trying to run all these different options to take people down.
Right now, he's deciding what he wants to do here.
Were god tier monsters, but they were like triple S god tier because of the fact that
he's talking about Baryon and some crap over there.
6-8 monsters on the arena side. It did so well for him. Let's see. Let's go ahead and. I think. Ooh, we do. Yeah. Wait a second. We want to put that shield up because we know Garo's going to do something nasty here.
And that's what Helen does. Puts out a good shield. That's fine.
Do something nasty.
He does skill 1 here on Garo. So.
How low of health does he have?
doesn't pop the ability
I think
there.
I have to kind of go for Garo here.
Annabelle does nice things, heals
Let's
up.
go ahead and
It's good. She silences there.
Oh crap! I forgot about Triton. Triton will
look at that through the shield. Did 15,000 to that Iris. The shield probably healed that for like 7,000. So that hit for 22k pretty much.
I'm gonna try to get Garo's passive to go, and then use Iris to cut in. Multi-hit. Oh no! Wait.
There you go.
Damage. Oh no! Oh no!
So Garo cuts in because he gains a 50% attack bar and just wrecks Iris because of that defense break.
No.
If he didn't attack Garo there, then Iris might have been the other side. Garo's max. Yes, Garo's max skill.
22k. See, that's the beauty of Garo, man.
22k. Again, that was just no attack buff, just defense break.
I can't even.
No speed buff.
It doesn't even make sense to go into his.
And at this point there, Garo can't lose this at this point here. I mean, I guess Helena could.
And then try to get my
hit multi times on skill 1.
Oh my god, look at that. Wrecked it.
11k there with the stun.
Nothing we can do right there. We're gonna have to.
There's nothing else that's going on here now. It's just
notice that Garo is just so OP. He's lagging my game. Just watching him crumble.
I thank Childish for that, for hitting my defense and putting it on stream, because there's very few times I get to see my defense work. But you can see Garo. Again, it puts a lot of that RNG in there. I mean, there's plenty of ways to handle Garo. I mean, you have to bring out a Jewel. You have to bring out a consistent multi-hitter. And you just have to. He's one of the units when you attack him. You have to be very mindful of the attack bar. So if you're going to try and pop his passive, you have to make sure that 50% attack bar push does not give him to steal the turn. He's not impossible to deal with. I think that when he first came out, his passive came out, people weren't aware of it. Now people are more aware of that. Panda Mihail Veligul. Probably, yeah. Auto. Garo, let's see. You buff, we strip. We armor, because we're not speed tuned properly, that's the thing. Garo is faster than my Annabelle. How do you do water with no heals? Bastet. Bastet is pretty much fight accuracy, HP, no speed. Yeah, so my problem is my Garo is a lot. I changed the speed leader. Triton will move before my Garo and my Annabelle. Yeah, I got to actually not put Garo speed leader there. That team's only 225. Garo's going 240, Triton's 220, Annabelle's like 215. Yeah, I got to actually move Garo out of that speed. So the reason this team works without a heal is Bastet. Bastet's shield on something like the Wind Rift, on the Water Rift, is pretty much like, it's better than a heal. Because it just stops any damage from happening there. Does Mo Long Chao Chasun Kamoon work for an AD? No. I don't think so. Because you still have no immunity. You have no strips. I mean, it will work okay in like C1 area, I think. The shield, the attack boost, 3-turn buff. Yeah, but I'm just saying how you can get through this with and pushing the attack bar forward. Because for here, you see how as that green bar disappears, the blue bar goes, you gain your health back too. New card. Yeah, you have to new card for these rifts. All the rifts, it's all about just getting in as much damage as you can as quickly as possible. The reason we bring Bernard and Bastet is because you get, the attack bar boost, so you keep cycling through your turns really quick. Power shifting. Yeah, let's come to channel 5001. Come say hi there. I'm too lazy to change channels. And we'll look at AD. How is Sophia's runes? I don't think Sophia's runes are anything great. It's attack crit. Speed crit damage attack? Maybe attack crit damage attack fatal? I mainly use her for anti-Rena. When Guild Sieges first came out, Renas started popping up all over the place. I think the Rena metas died down a little bit in Siege, so I don't find Sophia necessary. But I had like 20 purees to use. We had like 2 Hall of Heroes for the purees. And I already max skilled my Julie. So it was either use that on... I don't think Eva was that good. If I pull Luna, I'm sad. Because I think Luna's decent. Meta is Rukuni Garo. Why do I use her here? She hits hard. That's really... I mean... At this point here, any win unit works fine. Here are Sophia's runes, though. I lied. We have to pull her out of storage. So, I mean, like, she has... I mean, skill 3 has a really high multiplier. And... I think it works better than Lucian, works better than... Because Lucian's main, like, amp damage comes from ignored defense. The Rift boss has no defense, so it really doesn't do too much more damage than anything else. This hits 5 times with the defense break. So that's really hard hitting. Yeah. Attack, speed, crit damage, attack. Oh. Fatal energy. No, I mean, it's just the runes that I had left over. You know, they're decent. I mean, this has the speed, no real attack, no crit rate on here, so it's not an ideal rune. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a legend rune, though. You know, here it has crit rate, it has speed. Put on accuracy, I have no idea why. It's an energy rune, so I didn't really care. I guess they got the defense break. I guess that mattered to me a little bit. Crit rate here, no speed. You know, so these are, I mean, they're okay runes. There's no attack on here, there's no speed. So it's a blue rune that just went to crit rate. I mean, again, she serves her purpose. She's not on premium runes, she's not my ideal build. But, you know, for leftover runes, and I understand some of these, like when I say leftover runes, I mean, a 19 crit rate with speed on there as a leftover rune is not what everyone has as leftover runes. How do I feel about Pung Bank and Cleave? Pung Bank is really good for Cleave. Really good, because it ignores defense on everyone. So as long as you strip one unit and able to... so if you have, basically, it's Tiana, Galleon, Pung Bank, and anything else to clean up. So it could be, you know, Julie, Alicia, you know. You probably want something non-win clean up. But it can even be a win unit clean up because it doesn't make a difference. But as long as you get the crit on one unit. He's a unit where I would strive for 100% crit rate. Most of my nukas, I can say I'm okay getting 85% crit rate, 86, 80, 82. I'm okay with that on most other units. Pun Bank is one of those units you need 100% crit rate. Because if you miss that crit rate, if you miss that crit, you are completely screwed. Someone like Lucian, if Lucian misses a crit, you can manage. If you know, Teshar misses a crit, you know, whatever, you know, whoever, if it misses a crit on one of the units, you generally will be fine. Pun Bank, if it misses the crit on the main target, the splash damage does no damage. So I really think 100% crit rate is really important. 100% crit rate and 190 crit damage, 2100 attack. That's corner's fine. However you want to build. I mean, you know, in that case it's kind of hard. Like you go Tiana, I guess but then if you go Tiana, you don't have the armor break if you go in there. That's like why Galleon's so important because it gives you attack buff and defense break. And then slow, but yeah, that's about. If you bring him slow, you bring corner in, he can't. Then you don't have defense break, or you don't have a fourth nuker, or a second nuker. So that's the reason why it's kind of hard to use Pun Bank. Let's do that. Who do we hit with Pwn? Oh, yes. AD. Okay. We can do that. Unloosened. So we want to build an AD, right? How fast Orion? Orion's always a good place. Like for ADs, Orion's always a good place to start. He's on Swift at 252. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, again, I mean, he's not really great on AD. You can get annoying with Elagiel, but I don't think that's too. Molong, Chow, Annabelle. I like this Annabelle though. It's ruined really well. Except for the accuracy's low, but accuracy's always a lie, right? So the best units I can see is Molong. I think is kind of what we like to use. Molong Orion, I think works a little bit because it helps you get first turn. You have no speed leader, right? No Samath. Right. So we want when you build your AD, you kind of want to just stay anti-Lucian. 6-star Gemini. Yeah, Gemini is not. Can you? Let's just see. So we want to be anti-Lucian. So basically, like, because Lucian's going to get first turns against you. So we, if you put your Orion out there, Lucian's still going to get first turn. So that's kind of an issue. Orochi, Bernard, Gani. That's a very fast team out there. But if you have immunity, that team actually just dies to immunity. If you have Will Runes and immunity. I would probably just go something really tanky. Elagiel's, again, will die. This will die to Lucians, so we can't work with that. Chasun, Nemesis? Energy. Okay. I was gonna say if it was Nemesis, this Chasun will live through. That's actually really well ruined. I like that. I mean, that's a lot of HP. But if it was Nemesis, then it can cut in. You use Delphoid. If you put him on, if you put Nemesis with this much HP, she can cut in. So you can go Molong, Chasun. Molong, Chasun. What else can we? I really like Orion, but it's just kind of squishy. Is it because you have accuracy here? Yeah. So you're right. Again, we don't want things that's gonna die to Lucian. That's the biggest thing we want. And you don't have a Fire Bruiser, right? Kamoon. I think I'm going with the defense that you just stated before. Even though I said it's not the greatest for your options out there, I think it's your best options. Where you said because that's what's not going to die to Lucians. Chow, Chasun. Again, I would prefer Chasun on Nemesis just so that double Lucians you can proc in and try to get Muse off and Fallen Blossoms and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I think that was your and go Molong leader. It's just Nemesis, Vero, Kamoon. I think it's just what you had right there. I think what you for what you had out there, I'm perfectly fine with that. It may work. It may throw some Lucian teams off because Lucian won't kill Kamoon. If everything had let me just, it's 33% HP lead or 44? 33% HP lead. So that puts your Chasun somewhere around 37,000 HP, 38,000. Molong would also be around 46,000. Kamoon would be at like so yeah, that will survive, and then Chasun can proc the Nemesis off of that. It's pretty good. That's the best. That's the best thing I can go with that. Okay, let's hit Jewbagel. Siege starts. So let's hit Jewbagel. Oh, double mana though. But more important, hit the bagel. So Can I two-man this? That's kind of my question. Molong Jasoon. Can I two-man this? That's greedy. He has a defense break. I mean, I know if we go if we just go for a normal three-man team, we'll win. Like, like if we just do this, we win, right? This just wins. All right, we'll just win. Yeah, we'll be greedy later. We'll be greedy in next fights. Oh crap. Oh. It's going to strip. Alright, fine, we'll wait. Don't kill me now. Please don't go 3 into Katarina. 3 into Praha now. Three into Chandra? Really? Why do we build Katarina? Like, why is she a thing? Oh, you can't even multi it here. But seriously, why does she... Like, why does Katarina do this? Like... Okay. There we go. 1, 2, please. There we go. It's so simple, though. It just works so well. I mean, I don't think it was ever in question. Okay, we need to be greedier now. Like, I should continue to hit this base here. Oh, actually, that was probably a bad base to hit. I just hit that because it was Jewbagel. That was probably bad for the guild. Let me do math. 32 per minute. Calculator. I should have did this before. I just want to see how long before we win. We need a little over 5,000. 52,000 divided by 32. 162 minutes. So that's basically 3 hours. If they even cut us down to, let's say they cut us down like another 6 towers. 26. 51 by 20. So that's still 3 hours either way, right? And then if they cut us even more than that, so we're looking at like 4 hours to win this. Can I just be greedy and hit more Jewbagel? Like, can I just hit the bagel more? I mean, that was what my plan was. I need to actually just steal wins. I gotta be greedy. What can we two-man here? Can't two-man these. What? Oh. This looks too manable. With the Camilla Annabelle. I've already decided that's going to two-man something. I just don't know what it's going to two-man yet. That's risky. Because this has attack buff and defense break, so... And Leica will not... We'll do some massive damage here. Oh. Wait a minute. If they take this here, we get cut off. Alright, so we have to take either 5 or 7 now. So it cuts us off from 2 here. If we take 7, they still get their points. I really don't care about stopping their points. I'm more worried about just continuing our points. This is... Oh, Theomorph always makes you worry about when you try and do something. This here... Which one are we going to hit? So if we hit here and they take this, oh, that doesn't help them really. So they probably won't be continuing on 12. I would think they want to reconnect here, so one of these two would be the idea for them. Alright, let's hit 7. Oh. Alright, let's just see. I will... R7. Because, again, like I said, if we take 5, they can just take 10 and cut us off. And reconnect anyway. And then it just puts us back where we were before. If we take 7. If they take 12, it doesn't help them too much. I want to hit a... I don't want to hit Theo, but it's all Theo, so... Let's go greedy. Wait. If we do this, we have to do 2 more 2-mans to balance it out. Hey Sub-Zero, welcome. How you doing? Bastet does her crap. That's fine. Nuke. I think we just break with skill 1. Am I late? There's no set time for this. How is this possible? Oh, this was such a bad idea. That Theomorph... What? We didn't cut in between. And now we get our Violent Fox, which is not helping me. If we kill this Theo, we're fine. It's just... Without the defense break, can we do it? Does Gang have anything to do with guild stuff? Yeah, he's guild leader. Can you talk to him on Discord? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Gang's probably the person to talk to. Oh, that was so bad. Why do I get greedy? I wanted 2-man stuff, and now because of that, I fail. Oh, I could just 3-man stuff and win, but no, I have to be greedy. Yes, Luca. Yeah. Oh, Chrono. Oh, nice name. Yes. How do we win this? Let's not be stupid anymore. Is actually anyone else on? Joel hit 11. Maybe we gotta just wait. Because I can't solo towers, and... I feel bad against this one here. We need to just win. So, what do I do when I need just to win? Where's Jasoon? Jasoon was got used. Crap. Bastet got used. Oh god, do I trust Colleen to do this? Let's see. Before Bastet... So they're gonna move first anyway. Oh... I don't trust Bastet. I don't have any more attack buffers. with sustain. I don't even have Colleen. I use Colleen. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Attack buff, defense break. All three will move. Sekhmet moves in, resets. Theomar steals the shield and the attack buff. Oh, it's so risky. I can't. I should have just. I mean, I used two of my best units out there trying to solo something, trying to duo something, and. But this is good that we're not being attacked. If you want to make a you can make a shirt. I will wear. If you make a shirt, I will wear it on stream. I will wear it almost every stream. If you want to make me a shirt, well, not every stream. Like I gotta wash it every other stream. If you want to make something like that, it is perfectly fine. But yeah, if you're expecting to make money off of it, yeah, there's no money. Like there may be money. I don't know. I wouldn't expect money from it though. No, there's no point. We can cut them off. There's no point to, because we're not worried about their points. We're worried about our points. We just need to gather more. I mean, the good thing is, like, again, both guilds didn't come out blazing out to take our towers out. So we're gaining still 29 points a minute. We need to bet him. So, talk to Dip. I don't know if Dip's around. Dip should be in the Discord too, right? I think Dip, she holds images for us. Huh. Why did they take here? Like, they went 3 towers deep in just to take 1 tower from us. Oh. I don't know if this was before or after. 5. Where's 5? Okay. Oh, so this is just recent. They're hitting us now. Jewbagel eats ugly sorts. I like Jewbagel though. He's a good Summoners War content creator. You know, he goes out of his ways to do. You know, he has his own opinions on stuff. I respect Jewbagel. I have nothing against Jewbagel. Except for the fact that he's hitting us now. That's the only thing I have against him. Alright. Who did Jewbagel hit? I don't know. Okay. Dipping, yes. Talk to Dipping. She holds images for the guild. She's the one who makes all the logos for our guild anyway. So she could easily help you out with getting higher resolution photos of what she does. Yeah, Jewbagel's really funny. Like I said, I respect anyone who makes that much content out there to be entertaining, to talk to a camera, talk to people long enough to do this, to make me want to watch more of his stuff. I have no issues with him. Hey Drazzle, how you doing? I don't know what to do. Fine, maybe hit this one here. Let's just win. I don't care what we do. We just have to win fights. And my sustained teams are gone now. We can 4-star. Wait, actually, where are the 4-star towers? I may have a little bit. They're taking 12. So they're taking 12, so 7 might not do as much good. YouTube chat's weird. I don't know. I understand. We're so spread out. I mean, we've taken so many towers. We're spread out really thin. Our defenses aren't strong everywhere. because we don't have 100 strong defenses. I find it a little bit tough to know where we should hit. Like I said, if we take 7, they take 12. That doesn't really do a lot. You got double team. Yeah, that sucks. Why is progression on this? There is a way to speed up your progression. There are things like this. This is a card that just came in around that, so on the numbers on there. This is what helps you speed up progression in this game. Outside of that, if there was quick progression, everyone would be end game, and then there would be less reason to play, right? If basically everyone had 30 speed runes, everyone would be end game, and the reason to grind would not be somewhere. Yep, that's a credit card. That's what helps you progress in this game quicker. How you progress quicker in this game is you go right over here. You buy all of these, and then you buy this, and then you just pray to RNGesus. You got Tesha. I use him. Tesha is PvE king. PvP wise, like I use him in Necro, Giant Speed 10, Necro and Giant Speed 10, and Wind Rift, or no, Water Rift. Outside of there, I try using him in PvP. He dies. Like he really just dies. He is extremely squishy. My Teshar is. This is the best way I was able to rune it, and 15,000 HP is nothing, especially with no defense. I have good speed on him. Good crit. It does really good damage. I mean, that's a lot of damage. He's on Fatal Blade, so I just find him a little too squishy for my liking. Why is this not powered up? Convert. We can throw more defense on there if we want. We're probably just gonna throw more crit damage though. Have I spent a lot? Define a lot. I spent some money in the game recently. I want to say I spent close to like $800 or so over 2 years. Half of it's through donations though, so you got to manage yourself how much Twitch revenue. Like I said, if it wasn't for some wars, I wouldn't get anything from Twitch. I've gotten a little bit from Twitch, from donations, from Twitch Prime subs, YouTube money, all that crap is there a little bit, so it offsets of what I spent a little bit. How did I get all my Nat 5s? I have like 10 Nat 5s. I've been playing the game for 2 years. 2 of them were Transcendent Scrolls, and the other 8 are, just normal summoning. So, you guys imagine, 2 years of this game means I've probably been doing TOA for about 18 months now. So that's at least 36 legendaries from just TOA, plus whatever the ones that I bought. And so I've gotten probably like somewhere between 40 and 50. Well, we're losing towers. We're losing a lot of towers. So I've gotten like 40, 50 legendary scrolls just from normal TOA and what they've given you out there. Plus probably like 10,000 mystical scrolls. And then there's just pure luck too. Some people summon 3 Nat 5s in 60 scrolls. Someone like Orange. Some people. Oh, okay, so what's going on here? We are losing. I think we. Oh, okay, we're gonna lose 12 here. I farm a lot of runes. I'll show you my monster box. I mean, you can see 10 Nat 5s. 1. Pretty much for the longest time, one of the worst Nat 5s in the game. One of the better Nat 5s. 2. This is also a really good one. These 2 were just pulled last week. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I'm up to 12 now. And I have Daphnis in storage. So I have 12 Nat 5s. I've kind of underestimated how many I've gotten. I have 12 Nat 5s, non-farmable Nat 5s. And there's always this here and this. Again, these two were just pulled, and these are going to help me a lot progress, I think, through RTA. But yes, it's really about rune quality. And I think my rune quality is on par with, you know, most people who are G1. Excited about Wusa? I am very... Wusa will be big when RTA starts up again. Before that, like, I ruined up my Wusa. His runes are okay. Like, these runes suck. Shield, I think I want Swift Shield. Why am I not power this up all the way? The reason I was a little bit odd is, like, I don't have any shield HP runes. Which, like, no shield, you know, in my inventory. This was my only 6-star shield HP rune. And obviously, my Swift ones are kind of around. Farm, right runes, rolls, yep. Farm, get lucky. Like I said, I farmed a lot of dragons. That's why it was surprising to me that this is my only one. I probably got a lot of HP runes that I've sold, just because they didn't roll the right substats, basically didn't roll speed. Shield. The reason I want Shield for Wusa is because you just want more debuffs out there, so he's gonna go first. He has that shield, and he does his Whisper of Mortality, so you'll have 3 debuffs up, 3 buffs up at first, and that will make Orion less likely to pull the right debuff. And again, not ideal. Again, it's not fast enough. This is only 160, 161. Yes, 161. Do I refill energy? Yes. I refill all day. Anyone got scrolls? Go to 115. Okay. I don't know why, but we have some scrolls to summon. I will listen to my guildie. If he says we have now there's a time gate open, we will summon stuff. We have 9 scrolls. I don't want to stay for another mass summoning session now. Ooh, lightning. Oh, another Avarice. I need more skeletons for Kamoon, so that's actually really good. I'm happy with that. But, you know, we came in here to snipe them all along, right? That's what we came in here for, snipe Sierra from someone. I don't know. It's just because my guildie said something, so I felt the need to listen. This sucks. Actually, like I said, the Kamoon skill is worth a lot to me. Drunken Martial Artist. No, Martial Artists suck. Zeros? 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 Hey! Fire Lich! First Lich! That's my first Fire Lich. I will take that. But no, nothing big. I think... Does that complete my Nat 4s? Let me just see something. Is there any Nat 4s? Okay, that's the Cowgirl. That's fine. That at least completes all Fire Nat 4s. Just the Cowgirl again. I think that completes all the Nat 4s in the game for me. I lied. No Aquila still. That's amazing. All my summons and no Morris. Okay, that makes sense. Morris is at least semi-new, so I'm not upset about that. But no. What's the face? Like those two don't. They don't matter to me. Aquila's at the point where I don't need Aquila anymore. Verd for the light. Oh. What do we... Oh, we still don't have this one max. Okay. Let's go to the shield. We want the shield. I love my Avarice too, by the way. So, anyone who hasn't built an Avarice, and you're at least like mid to late game, build Avarice. Avarice is easily the better of the Anubis. Ooh, good passive. I don't like double Tark is really hard to use. I have double Tarks and I find my fail rate was a lot higher with double tarks. Alright, have a good night, Dragon. I prefer single tark. I think you only need one tark really to work well. Double tark is just, it gives you the potential for a faster run, but it has a lot of issues, and maybe it's just the way my tarks are ruined. I think it's just really RNG based, and I don't like to risk it on double tarks. I'd much rather just go with a safer nuker. 230? 230 is not bad though. Again, yes, to get faster, Verd is a really good gateway to get it faster. Or because with Verd, it pushes you take out the need of a healer cleanser, and you just go YOLO. So that's the good part of Verd. But yeah, I still get a good amount of failures during the day with this. Best team to go with it. If without Verd, I think you have to go, basically Stripper, Armor Break, and Heals. Your new Wind Panda? I don't want to look at more Wind Pandas. I get jelly. Those Wind Pandas make me jealous. I really like one. Wind Panda's so good. Veramos, Megan, Bella, Spectra, Theo. 95% 230? That's perfectly fine. Until you get Verd, I think it's kind of, like I said, the double Tark teams without Verd just aren't successful. Because Tark pulling Verd is one of the big parts of how that team does really well. Sig, Bella, Megan, Chow, Lapis, under 2 minutes. You just want more longer to... Alright, fine. We'll look. But I don't know how, I don't know how they're built, really. I think some people go more... you can go more damage, you can go more... more HP so that he doesn't get sniped by Kali as much, or with Bulldozer. Or you just go for extremely high defense on there just because it does more damage. Either way you build it, I would highly recommend speed on it though. Yeah, that's a lot of speed. Accuracy is fine. 30,000, that's right at the borderline where at this point there, I would probably just try and find a way to get some more HP on there. Oh wow. Oh no. This rune here is not... This rune here... Go back further. Wait, you have 2 of them? Oh, that's gross. When you said new panda, I just thought you meant you put new runes on there. I didn't know that you meant a second one. Oh. Are you gonna skill this one up too? Like, when you pull the second one, do you skill this up? You gotta skill this one up, so I guess not really, but... Oh, you are gonna skill him up? Oh god. Oh god. Squishy though. Of course you are. Like, skilling up dupes is so hard. Like, how many of your dupes do you have? Like, you don't skill up. You don't skill up the second Eladriel. What other dupes do you have? Do you? I mean, like, skilling up dupes is so hard. Double Panda AO. Oh. I feel gross about just thinking about that. Okay, let's go back to Siege. Okay, second Sierra I could see. I highly see the point of that. So we're at 16 towers now. So now we're actually... Oh, okay. Uh, 8 to 10 hours a day. Um, yes and no. Like, I farm that long, but not like constantly the whole time. So, like, there are times, I have a 1 minute run on most of my teams, but that doesn't mean I do 40 runs in an hour. Because a lot of times, like, if I'm at work, I hit replay, and it will sit there for 5-6 minutes anyway. So I say you should build. Yes, you should build a second Sierra. Sierras are fun. I mean, like, Sierra as a second one, I would. That's one of the units as a dupe. I don't think you mind too much of. We're gonna lose this tower here. Do we? They're gonna take this. So we're gonna wait and take R6. I think would be okay. They can hit here. They're gonna take this here, so this will put us down to 15. If we take this. What do I do for work? I work for an insurance company. I basically do. I'm an analyst out there. I also have a night job too, so I do a lot of little work here and there. But yeah, I have a. It's pretty much a desk job. Um, it's analyzing contracts and just reading contracts and saying, does insurance apply to this account or not, and then answering questions when they come on saying, um, can we get billed on this or not? The defense looks weak. Yep, desk job. So, like I said, since I have a desk job, I can have my computer, my phone at my desk, hit replay every now and then. But again, you get work, you busy, you can't always hit replay right away for it. Yeah, every 5 minutes. So it's like I said. Um, so again, like it was a lot better a year ago when my Dragons team, my Giants team were slower. That at work, you can hit replay a lot. I mean, of course, it's better that it's faster, but like I said, I farmed the 10 hours, but I probably do like 3 or 4 refills a day. And I haven't done much R5 the last couple of months, not as much R5 as I want to, at least. Mainly because it's the same issue. When I do R5, I don't like the other person waiting for me so basically when I'm doing R5, I don't like the other person waiting on me. I like to be, like, if I'm doing R5, I want to be able to say, hit OK, replay every 3 minutes. Because I don't, no one likes to be in an R5 group where you just have to wait on the other person, hope things go, I know most people say they will understand, they don't mind it. We're going to lose one more tower here. I'm trying to think what looks like they're doing. Are they going to hit 6 here? Are they really going to do that? I mean, I guess they're going to try and reconnect here. It's always waiting for... And no one... Again, people understand when you're at a desk job, when you're at work, that you're not going to be able to focus completely on it. So they will wait it out. They won't say anything. But I kind of hate to be the person that's... Because you don't know how... When they go AFK for 30 seconds, a minute, you don't mind. But if it's like 2-3 minutes and you're like, crap, I could have just been doing dragons and got those dragons run anyway. So, it's a delicate balance. Uh, just at home. But at home, I have two kids. I have a wife. It's kind of hard sometimes for me to say to my kids, it's dinner time, then it's bath time, then we're playing, or So then I'm also not able to farming giants, farming dragons, farming my own time, perfectly fine. The fact that you can just wait the 5 minutes, yeah, you miss a couple of runs, but you can still get it done. I'll run Necro in those times, most of the time with 2.5 minute runs sometimes. Um, oh, okay, I'm gonna do my oh crap! It's been double mana time this whole time. Why didn't someone tell me? I was staring at Guild Siege instead of just farming double mana. But yeah, it's just what you know. I mean, I am glad when they made R5 that you now have the ability to make 2 of your teams, so you don't have to do it with 2 people instead of 3 people. If you have the ability to create 2 teams, that is. That's a big help. So I'm waiting for the day that they allow us to put a 3rd team into R5, and that you can just run R5 by yourself. The girl you're dating also plays. It helps when I'm grateful my wife understands my addiction. I think understand is the wrong word. I'm grateful my wife accepts my addiction to Summoner's War. That she doesn't mind that I'm playing, it's in the background, because as I'm playing, I still do the things I need to do. Like I still do the laundry, I still do the dishes, I still help out with the kids. Even though we're farming, it's still going on. She understands that. She doesn't understand why I do it so much, but she knows that it's what I do, and the fact that it keeps me away from doing probably other stupid things that other people would be doing. It's better than me going out with my friends and drinking and stuff like that, right? It's a better plan than that. The fact that I'm at home, I'm still with my kids, yeah, and again, it's not like I don't pay attention to them. So, and like I said, I still do. Like I said, ignore the mess behind me. Outside of my office is my mess. The rest of the house is relatively clean. I sweep. Sometimes I like Swiffer and mop. So I do dishes. So it's like I actually do the husbandly caring thing. My office, complete mess. But that's my area, right? And that's no one else is supposed to be in there. And it's basically my mess. So be it. The kids' room, every night we clean up the playroom. My kids, of course, he's 5 years old. He's 4 years old. He's going to be 5 years old. He plays with a bunch of, we have to clean up that every night because, if not, toys go missing. I have a 2-year-old daughter who shoves everything in her mouth. So everything has to be clean. What am I missing here? What's my criteria for keeping runes now? Basically, legend rune. Hero. Okay, if it's a blue rune, has to have speed. After it rolls, I'm looking for most of my runes. I'm looking for 15 plus speed, 16 plus speed, or like 17% crit rate, or a mixture of those two. That's generally what I'm looking for most runes. If it rolls really high, like a lot of HP, a lot of defense, that'll get, legend runes that roll that way is kind of what we look at. But yeah, I'm pretty much looking for runes with a lot of speed or just a lot of stats in general. So, if it rolls high, if it's a hero rune that rolls high in stats you want, you basically want runes that synergize together. You want either high speed, HP, defense together. Do I ever keep 5-star legend runes? I keep. Well, I'll roll them, especially ones with speed. Again, if it has high enough stats, I'll definitely use it. Some of the runes we use are 5-star runes, especially slot 4 and 6. But you know, there are some slot 5, slot 1, 3, 5-star runes that I use. If it has, the 20% crit rate, if it has the 20 speed, you don't care if it's a 5-star or 6-star rune. It's harder to keep 5-star runes. It really hard because they just don't roll well most of the time. But every now and then, like who has it? Triton has a 5-star slot 4 rune on it. I want to say one of my Swift sets out there is a flat slot 6 speed rune, flat HP with speed on it. Again, it's not ideal runes, but we all don't have, great luck. And every now and then, when you get sort of good luck, you go with it. You get 20 speed on a rune, you don't care how it comes. Again, 5-star runes, it's really hard for it to get to that point. And after a while, you just get an idea of what you want to keep. I've probably saw a lot of runes I should at least roll that I don't even roll. Like a lot of the 5-star runes out there with speed on there. Like here, these stats don't synergize too well, so we don't keep it. You keep you keep 5-star legend, 5-star hero, 5-star what? At what point? It depends on what. Like 5-star hero runes are kind of rough for me. 5-star blue rune, instant sell. 5-star hero. Speed, if it has 5 speed on it, I do. Legends, yeah, I roll legends. Hero, like I said, hero 5 speed, and then if it rolls to 20, that's kind of what it is. But yeah, oh, crap, take that down. But yeah, it's just like holding runes is just, it's hard. I hoard a lot of runes too, so I have a lot of good runes that are not being used. I have a lot of like 20 speed runes that I'm not using. I have a 24, 25 speed vampire rune that I'm not using right now. I'm just amazed when I see that. I had a couple of revenge runes like that, 23, 24 speed that you're just not using. 4:45. Okay. Stream's ending in like half an hour now. Wife's coming home a bit early. Hold on, let me just send something out to her. Leveling fodder becomes less of an issue if you farm enough dragons and enough giants and enough necro. You will get rainbow mons for ages. Like I just went through how much we summoned 180 scrolls the other day, so that means I leveled up 60 something rainbow mons. I still have another 100 to go through. So, yeah, you farm enough giants and dragons, and especially elemental rifts in R5, they drop rainbow mons so much. Yeah, ooh, do we? Yeah, I guess we keep this. Those are high rolls. It's 6 crit rate, 7 crit damage. Well, Why is my phone buzzing? But yeah, the Rainbow Mon drop rate is very big. I mean, it's to the point where I want to feed Rainbow Mons and Rainbow Mons. I'm trying not to do it to be efficient, but it's getting to the point where it's just ridiculous. Where I can't justify not just paying them off and just feeding them because they eat each other. They're cannibals. I mean, that's the only way I can justify what Rainbow Mons do is they have to eat each other. I'm trying not to get to the point where I'm letting these Rainbow Mons eat each other, but they're an overgrowing problem. There's just nothing you can do about them. Hey Arctis, welcome. How you doing? So just wondering, like, does YouTube just show that I'm live when I'm not sure how people on YouTube find me, people who don't already sub to me, like how do they find me live on Summoner? Like, they just look up Summoner's War stuff and they just see that I'm streaming live. I don't know like how YouTube Live works. Like how does like were you just searching random Summoner's War stuff, which we all do. Anyone who's probably doing this. And just like did it come up and just randomly show up, or did you like were following me before? And I'm just like I know with Twitch, if you just look up something, you know, people are looking up with it. I don't know how people search for stuff on YouTube Live. 20 more minutes. I hope so. Right? It's just I'm just interested because I don't like to spam out my channel. I don't try and go to every I don't go on Reddit and post that I'm streaming or anything like that. I try not to clickbait people. You know, but I don't know how else to go. It was okay. Because yeah, I don't want to clickbait people. But I'm trying to figure out how else to get my channel to grow a little bit more because obviously, you know, any streamer's ideas, they want to eventually grow. And like I said, I've been doing this for a long time, and I enjoy having the small community. But you know, without spamming, how does one grow? You know, outside of possibly getting on, you know, some other some other influencer's channel, and you know, them promoting you. And I don't want to push anyone to do that with me. If they want to do it, that's fine. I'm happy to work with other people, but you know, I don't know how else to really get my name out there without spamming. And like I said, no one likes someone who spams, right? Hey Misha, welcome. But you know, all the big streamers, they all started somewhere smaller. You know, somehow Jewbagel went from, you know, 1 viewer to 40,000 or whatever the hell he has. YUCB has like 100,000 subs. I think Jewbagel has more than that, right? Some of the most in-depth mobile game you've had. Yeah, well, Summoners War, again, there's a lot of aspects into it, and the only thing, you know, the only thing I think most people, the only thing I would want a little bit more from Summoners War is I wish they did balance passes a little bit more often. I don't mind, again, when we say balance passes, you know, I don't necessarily always mean nerfs and buffs. It does eventually mean nerfs and buffs. But again, they don't always have to be drastic buffs and changes. You know, sometimes just as something as small as, you know, tweaks to HP, you know, base stats. Something like that. Is the Dark Hellhound good? Nah. He's fast. I don't think he's good. He's fast. He's really fast. If you put the right runes on him, he's probably the fastest unit in the game, I think. Him or Spectre is the fastest unit in the game. Maybe, or possibly Chilling, right? Again, I don't know why they don't do balance patches off. No, huge games. League of Legends does balance patches pretty much monthly, right? I don't play League anymore. I played for a very short period of time, but even that time, they do. He will be the fastest student in the game besides Chili. Yeah, but even though he's the fastest student, he's kind of, like his skill kit doesn't. Overwatch does patches every month or every 3 weeks. Yeah, Summoner's War does patches every 3 months. That's too long. I feel, especially when RTA seasons the way they are, I feel RTA seasons are too long, right? I think a 3-month season is too long. There's no reason why RTA season can't be down to a 1-month season, right? Because generally most people don't care about RTA to the last 2 weeks, right? So if we just shorten the time frame to a 1 month, have RTA month season going every month, 2 weeks in between each season, you have the special league going on. That's fine, and then you can use like a week in there to work out balance patches, right? That way you could fit 8 seasons in a year versus what they do now, which is probably like 2 or 3, 3 or 4. Again, I see no reason. It's like there's no reason not to condense the season shorter, because the first month and a half of RTA, nothing really happens. No one's caring. And then the people who are really high ranked, yeah, they do it because they like it. They want to be high ranked. Opened 3 MS yesterday. Got Trevor and Lucian. Yes, that's really nice, especially if you're early game. Both of them are really good. Trevor's becoming more and more like one of my favorite units using 4-star RTA. He has the ability to solo so many things. He just if you shorten the season, doesn't that also incentivize people more to try and pull more stuff? Try and get more of these rewards. I mean, again, the rewards that they're giving out there are just skins anyway. We will show Verge runes. If you don't mind, we're going to wait 7 more minutes to finish up double mana, and then we can show the runes on Verge. My Verge on Vampire Blade, attack with damage attack, but I'll show the runes afterwards. I just do it for more damage. But yeah, I just like it. You shorten the season. You shorten the season again. They don't want RTA to be a huge part of there where it's forcing you to do it. So that's why it's all cosmetic skins, and scrolls and stuff like that. I guess I'm okay with that. But again, if you just shorten the season, it has more people. Like again, people like us. Everyone focuses on RTA the last couple of weeks. Last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, just so that they can, last 3 days, 4 days, really, just so that they can try and finish Guardian for that skin. Besides that, only the people who play are the people who just really like RTA. Summon 2 stones in Tiana, oh, that makes me want to cry. Congratulations, that's just so sick. Oh my god, Tiana sucks mid-game, early game. That's the only thing. Tiana's awesome, just not early game. Early game Tiana's basically useless. If a person pulled Tiana as their first nat 5 and they look at the skill set, they're like, what the hell does this thing do? Why is it taking my buffs away? Like, well, I mean, why would anyone think that's good? Oh my god, we're gonna die here. Obviously Tiana has her uses, in arena, but an early gameplay pulling Tiana, it's just like you can't use it. He said last week. I don't know. Was Tiana last week? I can't remember. Like, you can't use Tiana in any dungeon runs, right? You're not going to use it in Giants. You're not going to use it in Dragons. So, for an early game player, if you're not really doing... if you don't have Galleon, Tiana really kind of, like... Without Galleon, Tiana is very meh. Right? I mean... Most people who have that, have Galleon, because Galleon's in that 4. It's pretty easy to get. Relatively easy. Don't scream at anyone who doesn't have Galleon, but, overall Galleon is relatively easy to get, compared to nat 5s at least. And if you have Tiana, that's a deadly combination. Without it, Tiana, it's hard to make a team. Like, a Tiana team without Galleon is really tough for me to think of, unless you use something like Laura and Isabel. And if you're doing that, it's just because you can, not because you need to. Generally, it's just like Galleon is just that perfect match because you get the attack bar boost, you just have the insane damage. Miang or Brienne awaken first. Probably Brienne. Miang is probably only good for R5, right? Outside of Rage, Miang sucks. Brienne is good for, Hall of Heroes, TOA, even possibly, yeah, TOA really. Hey Shadow Steel, thank you for the host, I appreciate it. No, not first. Early game, Brienne's so much better than Miang early game. Miang, again, is really good for R5. Outside of it, RTA, yes, but early game players are not worried about RTA. Early game players are worried about clearing TOA. Early game players are worried about, can I farm Hall of Heroes? Is Miang good in Dragons? Really? Because Miang also needs decent runes, right? How many nat? I have 12 nat 5s. I finished Guardian. C2 in Arena. Sometimes I finished Guardian a few times. I don't rush. I sleep. I sleep like 3 hours before rush hour starts now. So, yeah, I don't do rush hour too much, and it's just because I don't care about Arena enough. I generally finish C2 without rushing. I can hit, like I said, I think now since I pulled Camilla, I pulled Camilla last week. I put it on my AD this week. Maybe with this defense here, maybe it could stall out a little bit where I could do a Guardian Rush. I will probably try to do a Rush Hour in 2 weeks. Because in 2 weeks is when it's just a weekend where I have free time to do Saturday and maybe stay up Saturday night. Sunday, because it's a Martin Luther King. That's what it was. So I might do attack. No. I might do Rush Hour that weekend. Because, yeah, I have off Monday the next day, so I don't have to wake up at the crack of dawn. Or an hour before the crack of dawn, really. So that day I might be able to do Rush Hour. We'll see if I mean, even the days I can do Rush Hour, I've just been so inclined just to sleep instead. Because the upside of doing Arena is what? If I finish Guardian, what do you get? You get an extra 100 crystals. Not complaining, 100 crystals is good. Or maybe it's like another 200 crystals. You get an LD Nat 3. Do I really care? I mean, I know I said early in the stream, I'm missing key LD Nat 3s. Still not enough for me to actually want to do Arena Rush just to go through the stress of doing it. And like I said, I just much rather sleep. I spend enough time in the game when I'm awake. I don't need to interrupt my sleep. There was times when I was doing it. It's harder for me to stay up for Rush Hour for Guild Wars now. I do that because I actually like the PvP aspect. I like doing that. Arena is just Lucian. That's not fun. There's no real thinking, there's no countering. It's just, can I Lucian this team or not? And it's actually becoming much harder to Lucian teams. I think more and more people are building anti-Lucian teams. Why do I delete OP runes? When you get to, it depends on your level of the game, where to you that's an OP rune, to me that's not usable. Basically, if the rune doesn't have speed or crit rate, on slot 4, if it's not a crit damage, if it's a crit rate rune, I need more stats on it. Stuck, 6-star second Lucian, stuck at Fighter 3? That's a good place to be, right? Because you can just double Lucian everything at Fighter 3. Almost everything can just be double Lucian. The only thing is you want to get to Conqueror, because Conqueror you get 5 points per win for glory points. That's a nice thing to do, but just being able to clear your wings in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Hey Lindor, welcome. So did you build Vanessa? Vanessa's, yes, I mean I would build it if I had it. I think Vanessa's in a pretty decent, I mean like Vanessa in Arena defense is not awful now, right? I think it works as a decent bruiser team. Like I know people were testing Nemesis Lucian and Vanessa. I haven't seen it out there too much. Outside of for when the Vanessa got her buff, that people were just talking theorycraft. I don't know if that works, but no, I mean Vanessa just at least works for a stall defense for a little bit. Level 9, yes. Speed tower goal. Oh god, I remember that. It doesn't get better either, because after you do the speed tower, if you start doing elemental towers, you know, it's just as many points as that, and you feel the upside is so little. Like, okay, so your water units hit for another 2% damage, right? Yeah. You know, crit rate, defense, HP. Okay, fine. We'll look at that. I don't see how we keep that though. What do I do? I have speed, HP. I personally did crit damage. I would go crit damage. After you, I would go full out to get speed, all like to like level 7. Then I would spread out through the other. Like I would do a little bit of all the towers first, like get all the towers to like level 3, level 2, level 3, and then I would focus on like I would buy all the towers, like even the elemental towers, because the first 2-3 levels are relatively cheap, and getting that extra 4% damage all across the board is probably worth the a couple of hundred glory points at that point. And then you start working on focusing on one. I would focus on crit damage because I think that's the cheapest of them, and then HP and defense combined. But speed is that important. I think because the one thing about speed is if for so many fights, if you get first turn, you win. If you don't get first turn, you just lose. So just getting that 1 extra speed, that 2 extra speed out of your Bernard is many times just make or break fights. After that, the extra 10% damage generally doesn't make or break your fight. It helps a lot, but does it instantly win or lose it? Bernard going first instantly wins or loses your fight. Okay, someone wanted to see Verge runes, right? So, I think Verge in storage, is it? Is he in storage? Yeah, he's in storage. Where the hell is he? Storage. Damn it. I don't like my Verd, but he does what he needs it to. Okay. I will say this from the beginning. Verd should be 100% crit rate. Mine's not. I don't know what to say. You probably want, if you skill up yours, you don't want this skilled up all the way. You want the skill ups here for the damage, but you don't want this to go up because you don't want the cooldown here, because this attack only hits once, while this one hits twice. Passive is for each crit hit, so this will give you 40% attack bar boost, while this gives you 20. So you don't want this. You don't want this cooldown. Getting the extra damage on here, it's great. Not that important. Again, my runes here. Violent Blade. Again here, this speed here. We could probably enchant crit rate on. We don't need accuracy really, so can we enchant crit rate actually? Here. I now have 100% crit rate. Maybe not 100. I have 99% crit rate now. Yeah, so mine's speed, attack, crit damage, attack. You can go speed on him. I prefer mine slow. But, these are pretty good runes on there. So when you build your Verd, you either want your Verd to move really fast, like a lot faster than the rest of the team, like 20% faster than the rest of the team, or you want him just to be slower than everyone else. 99%, that may help a little bit again. Attack, crit damage, attack. He has really low, he has high base attack. He has pretty low HP, but for dragons you don't need too much. I don't use Verd anywhere else besides dragons B10. So, there is that. Oh, okay. I think we are now hitting... I think we are hitting R6 right now. Oh. Oh, this is so much easier to do stuff here. Like, this one here looks so juicy to hit. So we have Leo. I don't even know what the Fire Monkey King's name is. Something Wang, right? Mihao Wang. Okay. Right. What? We could bring Wusa out. Oh, Wusa's not on Will. Can't bring Wusa out. Let's bring Wusa out to something. Strip defense buff. Can't Wusa anything here. Oh look, it's a Knicks fan. Let's hit the Knicks fan. What ignores defense? Oh god. Ritesh is gonna have too much HP. So we can't. But there's no stun here, right? Oh, Artemio's gonna stun. Because Artemio's gonna be on Despair, right? And he's gonna strip too, so we can't even depend on that to stop the stuns. Fine. Fuck it. Does this just win? What goes wrong? Artemio kills. We don't. Alright, let's go. What can go wrong is we don't ignore defense on Artemio. Then Artemio kills Bethany. This is Wusa's debut, by the way. I have never used Wusa before. Please kill. There you go. Didn't kill! It ignored for 38,000 and didn't kill. Oh, of course you violent. Oh. 42,000 damage. Didn't kill Artemio. Slowly down. Oh. 42,000. We got the ignore. Oh. No! I can't ask for more than that. Like, if we didn't get the ignore, I'm fine. Oh, we can't win now. More importantly, too, Ritesh armor broke and then violence into the heal. Like, he should heal first, right? If he heals first, I don't get mad. But the fact that he violence into it. Oh. How does that How does it? Who built Artemio like that? Oh, it hurts. It hurts so much. Oh, this siege is not going well. I mean, it's part my fault. I did say what can go wrong. When I said what could go wrong, I really thought what could go wrong was we wouldn't ignore defense. Not we ignore defense and didn't kill. That thought never hit my mind. That we could ignore defense and not kill. Right? I need to re-see that. That was 38K, right? Can I re-watch that on Twitch? Did someone watch that clip? Can you? I know we ignored. I'm pretty sure we ignored for like 38, and the second one didn't ignore yet. It was on Porzingis. Porzingis God. Nick. Oh my God. Oh. No, don't. Yeah. Oh, Chubb, you play DraftKings? I do a lot of DraftKings. I do a lot of DraftKings, actually. But, oh, yeah. Porzingis, yeah, he's in it. I'm from New York. I know Porzingis. When Phil Jackson drafted him, I will admit, I was highly skeptical. I thought it was a complete joke that they drafted him. Slow down recently. I've actually started to pick up a lot recently. I had a really good football season, and I am getting into NBA now. Yeah, 38-4, right? Yeah. So 42,000. That's what I thought. Like, don't people build automobile defense? Like, doesn't his skill scale off defense? 50% HP. Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, it scales off defense. So you would think people would build them on defense, or I mean, to do that you have to 42,000 means triple HP. I've done NBA in the past. I just focus a lot on NFL though. But the good thing about NBA is you really don't. I mean, like NFL, I spent so much time researching. NBA is last 15 minutes. Like Drummond's hurt, start Boban. That's what NBA becomes, and that just opens up everything. I was like, start Boban and then play Westbrook and play James. That's kind of what happens. You just have to wait for that insane value to hit. You know, whatever it is. Wait for the Spurs to say no one's playing, and then just throw in Patty Mills and crap like that. I mean, that's what about NBA. So it's really just about picking things off last minute. Okay, so we got our towers back. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like I said, drafting. I mean, that's what it is. NBA is being able to justify who's sorry for the people who don't care about DFS, but it's a big part of what I do off stream too. It's really about just if this, it's a huge giant if then statement. If this player sits out, you plug these players in and you win money. If they play, you get screwed. It's just knowing how those equations work. That's why I think I did really well in NFL, is because you just have to be able to analyze. Tyrod Taylor is not. I mean, he's not. Blake Bortles is not a good NFL quarterback, but he's fucking amazing for fantasy. Cam Newton sucks as a real NFL. Most people don't realize Cam Newton sucks as an NFL quarterback. He won an MVP, so people think he's great. He's not a good NFL quarterback, but he's God in DF and fantasy because he runs the damn football. Things like that. is where, you know, just things you pick up on. What do we do next? This can cut here, but that's not important. What do we hit next? They're gonna hit here. Do we just take 7 now? $1,700. Yellow 11, okay. I just need to get wins. Because I feel very inadequate right now. Because we lost so many things that we shouldn't have lost. We could Kamoon Rakuni something. That has defense pick, so we're worried about that. Stupid me wants to do this. You missed a help. Oh, Gemini's really good though. I want to bomb this team. Oh wait, no attack buffs. What goes wrong? What goes wrong? I don't know. Someone else attacks it. That's what goes wrong. Oh, okay. I'd take too long, I know. Reset here on Taurus means that's not a good idea. This means reset goes on. Oh, that's just no. We can't bomb this. I don't want to hit this tower. Oh, I really want to hit this. I guess I just got to find something to hit with. Okay. We can't go stupid here and just win, right? Like, this just doesn't lose, right? I just want to get a win out there. I'm sick of losing. Sick of failing. Taking really strong units out there and just winning. Seems like a good plan. Pow, 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 pow. Like is dead. That's good. Let's go for Praha next. Because I just don't like the heal. Oh, that's so broken. Stun? No stun. That sucks. Okay, whatever. Weak defense break here, I guess. Can I see Theo's runes? Yeah, sure. Theo runes. Theo is on my absolute best runes. Like, he has, like, my best rune sets. So, there's a good reason, like, he is my #1 nuker that I use everywhere. Um, it's has again, I farm a lot of runes. Theo's runes are my A+ runes. There's just he earned them. He gets elemental advantage. You bring him into anything. Um, I can't say enough about Theomars, where he doesn't get my best rune sets out. So he's on Violent Will. Um, Notice he has a decent amount of HP here, 23,000 HP, a lot of attack, 21,000 attack, 214 speed, crit rate 83%. That may not sound like a lot, but you have to remember with his passive here, he always has elemental advantage, so he's always critting. He's getting that elemental advantage on every attack, so that's an extra 15% crit rate. So he's really at 97% crit rate. So that's a crit damage is kind of low. You know, accuracy, resistance, kind of low. Ideally, I would like those higher. Defense, I would like higher. But you got to sacrifice stats somewhere. I mean, right here, violent, speed. This is only a hero rune, granted that, but double into attack, 1 into crit rate, grind defense. You know, maybe this could be HP %. Maybe that's probably better if it was HP versus crit damage. But I like the damage on there. I probably would prefer HP there. And think about it, and I would actually change that out to HP if I get one. But you know, unfortunately, I wasted a crit damage grind on there. Too late now, right? This is probably one of the worst runes I have on my Theomars. It's probably only a blue rune here, but still. Crit rate, crit damage, accuracy, HP. We could probably grind this into attack. Would be ideal, I guess. Oh, you can't put attack on there, right? Defense would probably be ideal, or I think. Here, we're looking for a speed grind for this rune. Has massive HP, massive attack, crit rate. If we get a speed grind, that would be beautiful for there. But even then, it's, you know, flat HP is not the worst thing in the world. Yes, it is. No innate stat here, that kind of sucks. But again, crit rate, attack, HP, speed. Can't ask for anything more from that rune. HP, speed. Can we grind it flat attack? Again, we can probably grind crit rate onto this. Don't need it, right? Attack, speed, crit rate, HP. Again, this is okay rune, not anything amazing, but it's a good rune. Oh, hey Jackie, how you been? Thank you. I've been looking for you for a little bit. You were asking me about your talk the other day. I was just waiting to see on the stream to what you wanted to know about it. We want speed on this rune here, and of course it goes to resistance. Still want speed. Tarks, I guess if you're just building for dragon, as long as it survives, it's good, right? That's all that matters. I don't like Tarks too much, actually. I'm not a huge fan. I built 2 of them. There we go, speed. 1 more into speed, and this is actually really good. 18 speed, and this is amazing. 18 speed. Come on, 18 speed. 18 speed, 18 speed. I don't even want to look. Stats. Don't worry about attack. Speed's more important than attack, I think, because it scales off speed. Skill 1 scales off speed, or skill 2. One of them. The big damage one scales off speed, and you just want more turns on there. I think that's important to know. And what's the defense? This becomes useless. And it becomes useless because I have. This is the other one I need to power up. Again, look at these stats. These are great substats. Avoid flat HP. I mean, it's low on the speed, but hopefully that changes. HP. Low roll into HP too, I think. Okay, of course, that's a high roll into crit rate at least. Oh. Come on, something good. Ah, that's a low roll into HP. I mean, I know I shouldn't be too upset about that, but I think this is hit reappraisal status pretty quickly, even if it's 17 crit rate. If it's 17 crit rate, do we keep it? Oh, I think we roll this, right? I think no matter what, it's re-roll. 17 crit rate and HP. But it's swift, so we need more speed. If it's not going into speed, it's just not good. I mean, everything else is perfect about the rune, though. Alright, that becomes easy reappraisal. Oh, no reappraisal stones. No, no sell. Reappraisal stones. You do not sell legend runes. Legend runes cannot be sold like that. That is reappraisal status. I farmed giants long enough to know that those things do not come up often enough. How's Tofu going, by the way? Did you guys win your siege? Is there room in Tofu, by the way? One of the other people on the stream wanted to join Tofu's. I wasn't sure. Oh, the secret dungeons? I guess that's right. No, you guys, do you sell? You do not re-up non-2. No. You re-up. I re-up slot 135. Anything that could get you the upgrades that you need. 2930. Okay. Oh, but there's no attack spots then, right? Tofu has. I like a lot of people on Tofu. A lot of the ones from from Sulfur's moved over to Tofu. A lot of people that used to talk like Dip's there, Doodoo's there. Yeah, I know. I'll ask. Issa's the I can't believe how strong Issa's account is. That's just that account was just nuts when I was playing with it the other day. I love your Orion. That Orion was so fast. I want to know. I wish my Orion could be that fast. It makes things so much easier when you bring Orion to other people's fights versus Tiana, and they have a speed leader. You don't even bring your speed leader. They let the Orion through. They think they're gonna win, and you just outspeed their Tiana with the Shamath, and you just laugh. That's how insane that Orion is. No. Wait, no, can't. Yeah, that Orion, that Orion is beautiful. I brought him into art. You have so many Nat 5s that you're bringing out, and I was just like, screw it, I'm bringing Orion because your Orion was ruined so well. I had absolutely no reason not to bring out that Orion everywhere. No, I can't. Can Rena solo this? He has Mihail, but there's no there's no strip. Alright, I have a single attack unit. Or Oh, wait. I think this works here. I think this works. Solo Ramagas. Because Teo won't do too much damage. Alright, let's get defense buff up. And they have defense buff, but we ignore defense. Oh, stun, of course. The dots are gonna hurt. No, the stun? I have, like, so much resistance on mine. Hold on! How did he land everything? I have, like, 90% resistance. Do I have that much resistance? I think I may be lying about that. $77. Okay, fine. 77% resistance should be good enough. It landed 2 stuns and every dot. Like, he didn't... this is not a good day for me. This has been a very unsuccessful siege. I wanted to be greedy. I want to steal extra attacks. I'm just not getting there. It wasn't RNG though, right? I mean, he landed the stuns. I mean, we knew it was a risk. I just thought it was a very well calculated risk. I thought. Because the mindset was, Teo is not going to crit on us, so Teo is not going to do massive damage. Theomar's, and then the Mihail heal doesn't make a difference, right? The defense buff wasn't going to be a difference. There wasn't any defense scaling crap. I like to do these things. I just like it when they work. I beat Jew twice. I won earlier today. We hit this one here. This Jewbagel one. And yesterday we Katarina this one. Accuracy servers always aren't. Yeah. And we beat yesterday his insanely stupid Nat 4 defense where he had Raccoony, Garrow, Halfus. That was such cancer, that team. You can watch that on YouTube yesterday. I timestamped that one. So if you want to just go see Jewbagel's defense in there, just click on the other video there, somewhere over there, and just click on the timestamp. I timestamped that thing, so it's at the end of the video. It was fun. It was a really close fight, which I think we realistically could have lost that one. We got kind of lucky. Not lucky, but yeah, kind of lucky, I think. Oh, I need to kill something. I need to win something. I just need to win. I don't really care what we hit. I just want to win. Galleon, Stellar, Colleen? Possible. I guess that could work. The problem I have with Stellar, I was thinking about Stellar versus it. Just that, like, with Hellfish, I have issues because... I mean, I guess if you put Heal Block on there with it, then it works fine. So yeah, that works. That's a good team. I guess we hit this, right? Okay, we can hit this as a normal one here. We don't need to be fancy, right? We can just hit red one, yeah. I mean, we have so many of our good units left. Block, they're not winning at this point here. What do we want to do, though? Oh, wait, we have Garrow solo possibilities. Hold on. I forgot we have Garrow still around. Any of these Garrow solos. Bethany can ignore twice, so that's a problem. Can frenzy us to death. I can't Gyro solo these. No, no, no. Oh shoot. I gotta pick up my wife. Facebook. Let me just see what time she said. Alright, I gotta go. Wife's back in 10 minutes and I haven't done anything yet. Alright guys, have a good night. I'll see you guys next stream. I don't know. No idea. Probably tomorrow. Maybe not. I don't know. I gotta go. Have a good night, guys.